I'm saying what's good. I like the way.
I said, y'all, I said, the stuff y'all doing is defamation of character.
Listen, y'all better leave me alone.
I'm gonna start hitting.
Cause what's happening is y'all trying to cause a reaction out of me, and then once I give y'all that reaction, then I'm the bad person, and I ain't doing that because I ain't about to let y'all take me there. Yeah. But I'm telling y'all now though, I have boundaries and I have limits. So when I say that's that. We ain't about to go no further than that.
Now about
to clean your lashes first and foremost.
Always amazed at how so much has changed over the years. Like back in the day, like when they showed the old school movies and stuff, a guy outside with a boombox playing music, crying. That shit was real.
Oh, it really was.
That was real. I remember this dude throwing rocks at my window, and I got in trouble because he broke the window. They don't even gotta do nothing. They can cheat and then blame the girl, and she's mad. Like, nah,
y'all ain't about to have me react. Cause see, back in the day, I done did some things I ain't even proud of. Y'all ain't even about to take me back there. That ain't even about to happen.
Listen,
I am so much better.
So much better, and that's why I said crash out. See, that's they call it crash out. See, back in the day, what was it? Wait to Exhale. That was the movie.
Yep. All right, I'm coming in right now. This is a lash bath. It's coming in.
Wait to Exhale was the movie. It
really was. I ain't gonna hold you though. When that movie came out, that's when me and my husband separated for the first time. And it was funny because I really liked that movie. And after that movie came out, honey, I took that VCR tape and I threw that bad boy right in that trash. I said, because now I'm living real life on this.
Yes.
No, we ain't doing that.
And it's real life.
All right, sweetie, I'm coming in now. Oh yeah, and I warmed it up for you too. Remembered, I was like, oh, let me put some warm water up in here.
Man, listen.
Now, maybe you touch your head to the right and repeat the process coming in now. And again. Yep, so today, what is our conversation going to be, you said? Like, I'm going to let you pick the conversation.
I was going to say men versus back in the day versus the one, like the Keith Sweat versus, there's not even no men now to compare to even Keith Sweat. Not a Johnny Gill, not a Boys the Men, not a Poison, not a Velvet DeVoe, not a none of that.
I don't listen to that. I don't listen to none of that.
I heard it by accident. The little girls be snapping and popping.
Nope, look up at me.
Oh.
And that's a shame.
It's super sad.
That's a shame.
And them young girls know that more than they can read.
You hear me? And that's sad.
Social studies. We nope. They're talking about they were saying oligarchy. Because remember before Biden went out, he was like, you're letting a group of oligarchy and tyrant and all these words that these kids didn't know. I said, these are words that you guys should know. And then they start talking about the word virginity. And she was like, that's why you're a virgin. She was like, no, I'm not. I would never be no virgin. What? I was like, wait, what? I'm confused.
How old was the kids?
Now, this is kids, 12 and 13.
Oh,
she was like, that means you, she's like, if you a virgin, that means you out here having sex with everybody. I was like, that is not what that means, but it seems like you guys need to sit down and learn some new words. But y'all cuss up a storm. This, kick that. Jordan this. Yeah, I don't understand. I'm confused.
Oh, wow.
But that just goes back to say, like, who do we have it to compare it to?
Yeah. Look up at me.
We ain't got no Boys to Men. Ain't nobody talking about no love. Everybody talking about hunching.
Listen. You know what? And that was part of our conversation the other day, too, because what happened is now, like some of these women out here, being raised by grandmoms or aunts or, other people to where they didn't never get the economics that, or, anybody pouring into them are actually educating them on
how to be a woman.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. So therefore, now now their kids is listening to that sexy red. Their kids is doing little twerks at 2 years old and 3 years old. There is no way in the world I would have I'd have whipped my daughter's ass.
Punched her head right between the refrigerator and the washer. Yup. Beat her all the way in her head.
And that's the problem today too. They don't allow you to discipline your child, and that's why we got all the chaos going on. Because, honey, when I tell you, my mom would have went and got that extension cord, and she would have put that bad boy to work. And I'm talking about wherever it hit, that's where you got hit.
You just listen. A dude came up there today and took his son in the office. He was like, "Let me holler at you real quick," and handled his business.
You hear me?
He said, "Let me get some tissues real quick." Got the tissues, and when I say like hooked him right on up,
Listen.
gave him a hug, told him he loved him. He was like, "All right, I'll see you when you get home."
And you know what though, and I respect that because that is so important. That once you discipline them, let them know why you did it, and that I still love you. This don't change how I feel, but you need to listen. You're gonna pay. You're gonna be respectful.
I'm not doing this with you. I'm not,
Not
out
at
here
all.
getting clowned because you
Not
want to be
at all.
foolish.
And that, you know, nowadays, you know, parents, and I know you can't even put it on all parents because a lot of parents ain't even gonna step up to the plate. But ones that can, and if you're able to help discipline your sister's kids or, you know, your family's kids or something like that, I mean, without any confrontation, because we definitely don't want no confrontation, but because some people do get upset about you putting your hands on their kids, but listen.
But see, that's where I have a problem. Okay, to an extent, I grew up on Berry Hill Street between 16th and 17th. When I say you liable to get your ass whooped by anybody
on that block,
fuck out of here. And then they call your parents, and you get your ass whooped again.
You definitely getting it whipped again. You know what too? We got it in the school. I don't know how many principals done paddle me.
Nah, but my dad definitely came to school with my ass.
Listen, my mom came up with mine too, but she'd tell that principal, go on and beat her. And I would be like, what?
That's deep about you.
Honey, it really was, because my mom didn't play. She was like, look, don't call me with this nonsense. If she do it in school, beat her.
If she do it in school, get her in school.
Girl, and I will come home and get it again. And don't call her up to the school.
Oh, then that's a serious problem. I knew if my dad was called up to the school, let me get my best performance on.
You hear me?
My best performance. Because I know when he comes up here, he's beat me for old and new. So let me get this party started.
Listen, and then another thing too, it didn't matter who was around because you was getting smacked in your mouth in front of the whole class.
You said what? Lips on swole.
Honey, look, and I ain't about to cry because these classmates ain't about to see me cry.
Man, I'm crying from the first look. I'm crying before you even. Man, as soon as you open the door and I see your face, tears is rolling. Maybe you'll feel bad and this won't hit me as hard.
Look.
I always felt like my dad wanted an award-winning performance. He wanted to just show how bad he could whoop my ass. I promise.
Hey, girl. See, look, I ain't had that problem. My dad didn't beat me ever. My stepdad, he beat me one time.
I love my dad. I can't wait till that dude walk me down the aisle, but he did not play. And if they had to call my dad, it was ass whooping time. Belt to.
It really set the tone for us getting older and, you know, having respect and having morals. Because my mom, I'm telling you, it didn't matter if my dad was in that house or not. Sis was coming with that hand, and she didn't play. You was going to be respectful, or she was going to beat it out of you.
No, my mom she always said my mom had little people syndrome. But nobody ever believes it. If I tell people this to this very day, they be like, your mom did not. She is not that type. I'd be like, yo, please stop. Please stop.
But she did all that.
Times two. Like my mom, I remember one time my mom beat with a 4x4.
It was legal back then.
Back in the day. My mom is tiny. It jacks me up. Love you. I love that man. Like he is. I thank God for blessing me with him. I thank you for all the heartache that I had to go through because I wouldn't have respected it if I had got it when I was younger.
Honey, listen, ain't that crazy though? How hold on, let me press pause real quick. This is what's funny. How it's a connection that you could have had when you was younger. It didn't happen for whatever reason, but then it comes back through, and y'all connect. You know what I mean? And then it just seems so right now. You know what I mean? Versus if it would have happened when y'all were younger, it probably wouldn't have went nowhere, did nothing anyway. But it's like the universe spent the block to make sure this happened. So it's like almost like divine intervention, almost. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is this. That's almost like believing in second chances. Would somebody mess up that connection now? Because if you mess it up now,
I would not.
No, not you. Not you, because he
ain't messing it up. That's the crazy part because, like, he was like, when we first met, he was like, I don't think I'll get married again. I was like, huh, okay. But we wasn't doing no bumping uglies anyway, so it didn't matter. And then he asked me to move in. I was like, nah, I'm not moving in because I don't want that type of relationship. He was like, cool. So we ended up moving in together, and like I said, it just everything just evolved. But I didn't think that that's what. Like I remember when I realized that I moved in, I got mad at him, and I was like, I'm ready to go home. He was like, where you going? This is home. This is it. I was like, we're really, this is it. But I can't imagine my day without him.
Right.
Like he is the dopest person in the world.
Honey.
And don't get me wrong, the Los and Leah saga was amazing. That was a wonderful, horrible 10 years of my life. But if I'd have met Harvey during those times, it would have been different though. It would have been different. It would have been totally different.
So you think that 10 years being by yourself?
Let me rewind. I was with Los for 10 years, and I was with Sep for 7 years, and child. Then I met Harvey. No, I was single for 3 years, and then I met Harvey.
Got you.
But I knew Harvey. I met Harvey when I was with Sep. And never thought I'd meet him. Like I said, I always tell people the story. I'd be like, I met him online. Wasn't nothing major. And then the day that Sep kicked my door off the hinges, he called me and said, I'm in town. I said, word? Send me an Uber. He said, I don't know nothing about no Uber. Try my hardest not to laugh. So he said, I'm outside. It was him in the truck. He said, I ain't no killer. He said, here's my address. Tell whoever this is where you're going. He was like, I am not a murderer. I got too much to lose. He said, what you drinking? I said, Jose Cuervo. He bought me a small bottle of Jose Cuervo with ice. Told him I don't need ice because all it's doing is watering it down.
Oh, you hardcore.
Rode to his house. We smoked a blunt. That's when I knew I was in love. The running gag with me when we first met was the picture he sent me. I was like, that's not you. You're a liar. Okay, that's not you. It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. I tell him it's not you. When he walked in that room after that shower, it was definitely him. Bro, when I said, and I always, he did the ultimate. I woke up in the morning, he made me breakfast in bed. I woke up, he was standing, he said, do you want blackberry jam or molasses? I said, what? Because I was looking at it, he had a slight speech impediment. So it was like molasses. I was like, oh. And he has the prettiest eyes, not a specific color, just the shape. He's so handsome with his black ass.
That's what's, I know that's right, honey. And you know what though, one thing that I absolutely love is when you can find every part of a man so attractive that to you he has no flaws. You know what I mean? Like that's how much you love him. And you know, it's sometimes these men don't understand the depth of a woman's love.
They don't.
Like with my husband, I would just stare at him and he would be like, well, I would be like nothing. And I would just watch how he moved and just watch his facial expressions. And I mean, I loved the way he moved. I loved the way he rolled his eyes. I loved the way he licked his lips. So I would just always sit there and just watch him like in awe. And he would be like, what? And I would be like, nothing. Like I'm just admiring. You know what I mean? Like if I fell in love with you and I'm admiring you, that means everything about you is just so attractive to me. And that's why too, when you move, I move. Honey, one time he was arguing with this big dude. My husband, he was a little dude. I ain't gonna hold you. He was arguing with this real big dude. I'm talking about like 6 feet, 300 pounds. And I'm looking at, mind you, my husband's like 5'6". And I'm looking at him, and I started putting stuff away because I was like, when he swing, I'm swinging too.
Gotcha.
We about to have to fight. And I'm like, babe, let it go, let it go. He's, no, I ain't going to let it go. And I'm like, babe, let it go. Because I'm like, oh, we about to have to fight him. But we about to have to fight him. So you know what I mean?
About to have to fight him.
Honey, we is about to have to fight him. But the dude let it go and, you know, went on about it. I was like, oh, Lord, thank you. Because, yeah, we was about to fight him.
No, he don't play about me. Like I don't never get a chance to get hyped because he already got. I was getting bullied my first year at working at Harrisburg School District by the lunch aides. They would be real mean.
Wow.
Man, when I say he was not playing about me, he came up there. I was like, babe. He was like, nah, because it's the fact that they made you cry.
Oh,
He
that's
was
a
like-
shame.
and I'm
Women,
like,
grown women
"Aw."
still acting like that?
Man, they was giving me the blues. Now I love them. I can't imagine my world without them lunch people. But I guess it's just the transition of new people coming in.
Right, but that shouldn't even matter,
Yeah.
though.
But when I say, like, my husband, he just don't play about me.
I know that's right, honey.
That's like right now, I'm
As he
getting,
shouldn't.
like right now, I'm getting bullied at my job by these teachers. And my husband keeps saying, it's either you quitting the job or me making you quit.
Oh,
He was like, because I'm not gonna have my woman coming home every day crying.
right. I love that. I love that.
I love that for a reason.